Hand for scale. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back for another hike. Today, the girl and I drove up north of Silverthorne, and we're going to be hiking up to Willow Lakes today. Willow Lakes is on the east side of the Gore range, and it's a 13-mile hike out and back. We're actually doing a little bit more today, though, because we had to park a mile down from the main trailhead because there's only about 12 cars that can fit up there. So we're currently walking up the road, going to be getting to the main trailhead, and then starting from there. This hike starts on the east side of the Gore range and heads west for about 6 miles before it turns back around. And in total, it's going to be about 13 miles out and back with 3,000 feet of vert from the main trailhead. The Gore range is one of the most popular spots that you can backpack or hike in the area. But we're almost up to the main trailhead right now. So let's stop talking. Let's get hiking. Here we go. So we're like 1/10 of a mile into the hike from the main trailhead, and we already saw a moose with her little baby. Always a good rule of thumb, though, literally rule of thumb, is when you see a moose, make sure you stick out your hand all the way, and if your thumb can cover the moose, you're far enough away, or you should be far enough away. But if that moose takes up more than your thumb, you should probably back up. We were definitely way closer than we wanted to be, but we made sure to keep moving on, leave them alone, and getting back to the hike. But gotta say, it's gorgeous up here. We're in the middle of the woods. Wildflowers are definitely blooming. Let's keep going. It's about 3.5 miles into the hike, and we just noticed these little berries on the side of the trail, and we think majority of them are blueberries and raspberries. That's pretty cool. A lot of stuff is blooming up here, wildflowers are going, and yeah, I actually have never seen blueberries or raspberries on a hike out here in Colorado yet, so that's pretty sweet. All right, Savannah's going for it. Oh my God, she's gonna try raspberry.
Wow, so good.
Is it?
Sweet.
All right, well, if she goes down, I'll be the one to carry her out. Dang, girl. You're right on my butt. What was in that raspberry? That is a huge mushroom. Hand for scale. Wow.
It's all the restless, the thing that I miss for so long.
remember what it's like, just remember I need it.
Okay, this one takes the cake. Look how big this sucker is. It's late August here in Colorado, and that's when the best time is to kind of go mushroom hunting or mushroom spotting. A lot of people do it here when they hike later on in the season. And it seems like the more and more up we go in altitude, the bigger and bigger and bigger the mushrooms get. We got a couple friends that are huge into mushroom hunting, and oh, holy crap, here's another big one. It's like a turtle shell. It's huge. All right, we're gonna stop gawking at these big ass mushrooms and jump back on the trail. We got one more lake to check out on this hike, and that's the best view waiting. After about 7.5 miles of hiking in one way, we finally made it to the top of Willow Lake. And these views here in Colorado, these alpine lakes, they never get old. Alright guys, we're just finishing up the lake. We took some time up here, had some snacks, and just enjoyed a lot of the views that are up here. Like I said, it's so gorgeous up here, and every time I come to the Gore range now, it's just becoming more and more one of my most favorite spots to come in Colorado to hike. A few weeks ago, we actually hiked with a friend from the Vail side of the pass and went up to Gore Lake, which is actually just on the other side of these mountains. And there's a way you can actually connect all these trails together and go backpacking and make it just like a long weekend or one huge effort day. But I feel like one day we're going to come back and connect all those routes together, because I don't know, this place is just really special. We're gonna head back down right now. We got about 7.5 miles back to the car, and it's gonna be 7.5 miles well worth it. So we're back down to where we saw those raspberries that the girlfriend tried earlier, and she's feeling pretty good. So I think it's safe to say I'm gonna try one right now. Pick a good one for me. This one? All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's so good. It's juicy, sour, it's fresh. All right, one more, two more. So the girlfriend was just telling me actually that back when she lived in Israel, her family would take trips to Romania, and actually all on the trails there when they were hiking as kids, they were able to go and kind of forage off the trails and find blueberries and raspberries just like this. So it's pretty cool that, I don't know, she's with me, because otherwise I would have no idea that these are edible. Remind you of home?
You like the fall?
I wasn't gonna tell you guys because I was just trying to be nice, but the girlfriend also may or may not have just taken a really good spill at about a half a mile back. And I don't know, it's a good thing we have wipes and like a little first aid kit on us at all times, but she took a pretty good spill. All right, well, we just got our fill of raspberries and berries for the day. We're gonna jump back on this trail. We still got about 4 more miles to the main trailhead. Let's get back at it. right guys, we just got back down to the car. It ended up being about a 14.5 mile hike, but the way down was amazing. We actually ran probably about 95% of the whole thing, but from being out on the trail for about 90 seconds from the get-go this morning, we saw a moose, which was so cool. And other than that, there was a ton of wildflowers, a lot of mushrooms. They were so big, and it was cool. Like I was saying, the more and more you went up in elevation, the bigger the mushrooms got. So it's kind of like, I don't know, how much bigger can they get? And the lake itself, beautiful. I mean, you can't beat those views. But now that we're back at the car, I think it's definitely coffee time. We're gonna go stop at a little cafe, probably get something to drink real quick, and then head out. But again, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope if any of you want to do this hike in the near future, or maybe even later on, hope this helps you out planning on doing it. But I just want to thank you guys so much again for watching, and I hope to see you oot in a boot. We'll see you next time.